In the meantime, several persons have been reportedly trapped in a four-story building that collapsed at Life Camp Jabi area of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Eyewitnesses say the building, which was still under construction, collapsed at about 4 p.m. while the workers were on the site. The rescue team, including officers of FCT Fire Service, National Emergency Management Agency NEMA, and the Nigerian Police are currently on the ground at the scene.
Yes, indeed. Well, now we have Arise News correspondent Mary Chinda at the scene of the collapsed building in the Federal Capital Territory, in the, of course, in the Life Camp area of Jabi, right here in the FCT. Mary, are you there? Can you hear us? What are you learning so far?
Oh, yes, I'm here. Good evening, Ngozi.
Yes. What are you learning so far, especially on the issue of the...
It's another sad day. Well, it's another sad day here, Ngozi, knowing that this building that was erect as at the early hours of this morning up until 3 p.m. is actually a shadow of itself right now. We understand that the whole thing has started off from Saturday when laborers here had actually noticed a crack in one of the pillars of the building, and according to eyewitness stories, the owner of the place, the builders of the place were actually notified of the crack, but they chose to overlook it and they kept pumping money here. I understand that the owner of this building and the estate developers had actually been here this morning, but it was only to drop some more money for construction to keep going on. It was supposed to be a four-story building, and just this afternoon, whilst they were laying the decking for the third story building, the building collapsed. Right now we had about 30 persons, laborers whose hands were on deck, fixing the building. And as at the time that the building came under, 6 of them were rushed to the hospital, and luckily, fortunately, 6 of them have all been discharged and are alive as I speak with you. However, this place is actually a swampy area. It's a waterlogged area, and according to what personnel from the FCT Emergency Management Agency had actually told us, such a building was not supposed to have been erected here. They were building a hotel, a 4-story building hotel. As soon as they brought in the excavators for rescue operations to start off in earnest, this next building right here, I'm going to ask the cameraman to pan over right now, had actually started even vibrating. So nowhere is safe. As you can see, this is a 1-story building that is supposed to serve as a hall in the hotel where people can come and rent and do the events and all of that within a swampy area. But as soon as the excavators started work, it started vibrating. So nowhere around here is safe at the moment. However, like I was saying, aside the 30 persons, laborers whose hands were on deck here, people come here because it's an uncompleted building. Some people come here to just spend time and all of that. Now that is a source of concern for Fairmen. That is why rescue operations are actually ongoing. You can see the excavators here trying to ensure that they can save as many lives that may be trapped under the rubble.
Can you hear me? Okay, now speak to us more about the efforts of the first responders. Was there a roll call made? Tell us more about their efforts there. 6 people have been rescued alive. So what more are they doing to bring more people out? Was there any roll call made?
Well, I think that what we've seen here this night is an interagency collaboration that should actually be giving a thumbs up, because as soon as we came here this evening at about 7 p.m., we found men of the FCT Emergency Management Agency, men of the NSCDC, men from NEMA, and even the police, trying to ensure that they get to collaborate, to save as many lives as they could. Like I said, 6 persons were already rescued, taken to the hospital, and have been discharged. Right, so what we've seen is an interagency collaboration. So far, so much work is being done to ensure that any person under the rubbles rather, is actually being saved. But I'm being joined by an eyewitness who was actually one of the chief laborers here. Nuhu, come over. All right, how are you, Nuhu?
I'm fine.
I understand you went to the hospital today. You told me you were at the hospital,
yes,
and you've been discharged. So tell me, how exactly do you feel right now? And tell us a little more about what had happened here at about 3:41 p.m. today.
My name is Nuhu Dalhatu. So I am the director of casting in the site. So I have about 29 workers, laborers. So we have about 5 carpenters at the site and 2 iron bender. But
are they all alive? Were they all rescued?
Yes, they are all alive. They are all alive. But we have some carpenter that they have wounded. So I take them to hospital. They have discharged them. So they are okay. They are all right.
Okay, tell us about the moment when you discovered that the building was actually caving in.
Yes, I was working with my laborers, workers. So as we are working, I just saw the building begin breaking from riverside. It's falling, coming before everything collapsed.
Okay, so you told me before now that you had notified the people when you found the crack on Saturday, the first crack on Saturday. Tell us some more about that.
Yes, we saw one pillar crack, so we managed bought it and recast it again, so it was okay. So we started continue working. Yesterday we worked, and it's only wire break is staircase. So today around that kind 4 p.m. 3 to 4 p.m. So we now saw the building is breaking. Subsequently, it now break down. Everything collapsed.
All right, thank you so much, Nuhu, right there, who managed to make his way out of the building alive alongside 5 others.
Very much indeed. Do keep us updated as events unfold there. That's a lucky man there, Nuhu.
Yes, indeed. Unfortunately, I mean, 271 buildings have come down in Nigeria in the last 10 years. And unfortunately, this is another statistic. I mean, who's to say another building will not come down? The question is, what exactly is, contributing to this unfortunate situations that we continue to find ourselves, whether it's Lagos, Ibadan, wherever, every part of Nigeria.
And the challenge, Ngozi, is that you begin to wonder how they got approval for constructing the superstructure in the first place, and then you begin to also wonder how they didn't comply, and then no heads rolled, So, I mean, a lot of questions.
You hardly hear of any heads rolling. Yeah.